Hi, I'm Leapfrog.
Hello, my name is Logan Shaw, a LogansStory. Today we're talking about Aretha Franklin, this next Black History highlight. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. Aretha Franklin, born March 25th, 1942, Memphis, Tennessee, U.S., died August 16th, 2018, Detroit, Michigan. She was an American singer who defined the golden age of soul music of the 1960s. Alright, so there's a lot to say about Aretha Franklin, being that she was one of the first people and first influential people to become somewhat of a musician on Motown, and one of the inventors of said genre of music. But what is it about her that makes her so important more than other people? Well, Motown has a certain sound, and Motown has a certain lay, and because of that, it's one of the most unique and influential types of music we've ever known to date. And I mean, being from California, one of the stops in terms of Route 66 is San Bernardino. So it's influential in terms of the road, it's influential in terms of the sky, it's influential in terms of what and who is listening to it. And because of that, that's what made Aretha Franklin so dang important. She is the stone and rock of what Motown is. And she ended up being somewhat of a star on her own because of how great she sang and what her vocals led to at the end of the day. But here's the thing, and here's the thing that everyone should take away from this. What is the most important thing that you can do? And how are you making waves and accolades to something that is so important? Well, let's go into detail. You want to sing. You want to perform. You want to be part of something that's so important. So do I. But here's the thing. How do you do that? How do we be part of something that's so important that it ends up being something we can no longer lay on a stone? How can we be important so much that based on our performance and based on who we are in terms of that performance, what we're doing at the end of the day matters? So, what you're doing in terms of performing matters. If you want to be a performer, if you want to be something more than a performer, then you have to deal with the line of, well, struggle. You have to go through it in order to get there. You have to be able to go through it and maintain and keep pushing and sustain and keep pushing until you get to the star. And when you get to the star, through all the mud, you realize that star was well worth the grab for. But here's the thing. Aretha Franklin had a baby. What was it? Her beautiful baby was the music. She loved the music. She loved to perform. And because of that, there's no other way to say it than this. She's a star beyond stars. She's a beckoning call for everyone who wants to hear new music. And because you haven't heard of her, well, what are you waiting for? Get to know Aretha Franklin, because her beautiful baby made her into a star. But what does that have to do with you and I? What does that have to do with you and I? Well, application of course. Okay, so there's a lot of things that suggest what it could mean to be a star and what it can mean to get to that star modem. Whether it's from your work or whether it's your need to perform or whether it's anything else in your life, you need to perform to your best of your abilities. And you got to keep going with it no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it's two people who really are looking at you, God and yourself. So, what are you doing today to perform to the best of your abilities? And how can you maintain through the trudges of the mud in order to get to that star? Well, only you can figure that out. Thank you for my application. Let's continue forward. Thank you for my story. Thank you for coming to this Black History highlight. There are more Black History highlights in the future, so keep an eye for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys know how we get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also by hitting that bell. And leave a comment if you can too. Thank you again, and peace.